Hello everyone, today I'm gonna be showing you my stamina ganker build, heavy attack stamina ganker build. So let's get into it. Alright, so we'll start with the gear we are running for this build. Currently we are a wood elf. This is pretty open. You can go Khajiit, orc or wood elf, those woods. But let's get to the gear. So we are wearing 2 piece below. This is a very strong set for ganking since the more you stack ultimate, the more damage you'll deal. Our next set on the list is gonna be, of course, mechanical acuity. I've tried a few sets. In place of that, I've tried Ashen Grip, I've tried Kaldurian, and all this, it just doesn't come as close for ganking as mechanical acuity is just such a great burst set. And it's too good to pass up even on a stamina character. So yeah, this we're rocking 2 heavies, legs and chest. Also, all of our big pieces are infused for that extra stat on our prismatic enchant that gives us, you know, all 3 stats. The rest is all medium too, the 2 below. This one I need to transmute soon since it's still on the training. But yeah, the other thing is the divine. All the other pieces should be divine or increase arm and stuff. So then the next set we have is the new set that came out with BLACKWOOD. This is a very strong set. Because I was thinking of just using, you know, straightforward just weapon damage set to just bump up our damage number all the way up. Then I came across this set which does what a weapon spell damage set does, but it also add that nice heavy attack damage. It procs, you know, knives, AoE knives, so that means it can hit multiple people, which is great. It kind of works really well with Dawnbreaker. Yes, so it procs that nice burst, and usually when you do a heavy attack, they'd be like below 50%, so you get that dot as well that's attached to it. It's not substantial, but it's a very nice, you know. It's a very nice set since it does both proc and it gives you a lot of weapon damage. Right, so this we're running 2 pieces, boots and belt. And then we have all the jewelry. The jewelry right now is just robust. I'm currently researching the rings for infused since they're not researched yet, so I'm waiting for that. But I would put an infused weapon damage right here. And then 1 stamina glyph. This is the stamina should be higher here. I think it's a purple enchant on there. Then we have the mechanical acuity maces. For, you know, increased penetration. One is non-horn, the other one is sharpened. And on the back bar we have the attachment gate. So it will help you out for like you know, or like if you're just like ganking one target like slowly and all this, but it will help you once you chain targets. You'll see as you build up stacks, you increase your damage, and you also, you know, get that nice heavy attack burst from it in one shot, a few people like that. So yeah, this is defending as well to increase our physical and spell resistance. And yeah, that's about it. Let me see if I missed anything gear-wise. Oh, let's go on the food. We are using, as always, the Bewitched Sugar Skull. You don't really need stamina recovery since you're going to be heavy attacking most of the time. So your stamina should be, you know, pretty good with low recovery and just a heavy attack. We also use, here we have a shock enchant and a disease enchant. Just adds 2 burst and you get that reduce healing, especially when you run into like those Templars running Heartland Conqueror and the powered back bar, which gives them like insane 20% extra healing or some shit. And then you have the shotgun punch, which increases the damage you do to your target by, I mean, there's a chance that applies that effect on hit, which increases the damage taken by 8%. And then on the back bar, I just have a weapon spell damage increase. You could run a poison here too, works well, like a draining poison. That'd be nice. As for pots, we use tripods, yeah, those right here. Just gives you, you know, a nice emergency button in case you get caught. And that's about it for the gear, I believe. Now let's go into the stats. Alright, let's see. So, I like running high HP on my ganking build because I do a lot of solo Imperial City, and high HP allows you to solo bosses without any issue whatsoever. So that's why I like to have those high HP characters. But so you could, you know, move this so you can get 30k maximum stamina. I just found out that this was my sweet spot, and also when I'm gonna switch to infuse, my stamina is probably gonna drop around 26k. So I was just watching out for this. We are usually vampire stage 2. Yeah, this we need to feed because this is stage 1. We also have the warrior Mundus, so they increase our healing, our procs, and our damage. I think this is the best Mundus right now, since it touches on all 3 of things you need. Because people for lovers, it would affect, you know, your proc sets and your damage, but it won't affect your healing. If you go on the shadow, it will affect only your crit damage, so it won't affect your proc sets. So I think this is the best one, as it covers all 3 healing, proc sets, damage. So that's great. Let's buff up for weapon damage. There you go. So we have 5,300. Keep in mind this can go up to, I think, 6,500 with the vampire passive right here. There we go. 300 fire weapon damage from this, and also from bar. If you light attack with it, or you do a heavy attack or something, go quite high. Our armor on the back bar is pretty high, thanks to our defending, 22k basically, still decent. We have a pretty low, I mean, not that low, it's about 10k penetration, which is nice. Our weapon crit is very low, but that doesn't matter because we're running mechanical crit, which gives us 100% crit chance no matter what, every 21 seconds. So this stat doesn't really matters here. So as I was saying, if you want to go a more tanky route for more like 1vx situations, or like brawler blade, you know, that kind of style, not ganking, you can always switch your mechanical equity to the new set. That's a great set as well, as the Heartland Conqueror. You want it all on your body pieces right here, and then you just move your dead and assassin right here, just jewelry and maces, and you just have the Heartland Conqueror on your body, so that boosts your back bar. It gives you, you know, about 3.5k resist on the back bar, which makes you much tankier, and it gives you a 30% weapon damage increase and another 2k pen on the front. I think it's like a great set because it's both defensive and offensive at the same time. Let's go through the skills. So we're using a surprise attack. This is bread and butter DPS for the Stamina Nightblade. Simmering Frenzy. This we use for very tanky targets, or like if you have like probably like a 45k HP werewolf running around or something. You put this on. You make sure your ultimate is at 500, and you should just rip through them, no problem. Then we use, as a finisher, we use Whirlwind Blades because, you know, usually when we get people low, they start dodge rolling. So what we want to do is go through that them, you know, that first response, that panic response that they do, which is the dodge roll. And since this is an AoE, it would go through dodge roll, so you'll still be able to kill them, even though they, you know, dodge roll spam or anything. It's a bit clunky because sometimes I've had so many times where I use this ability and they just are out of range by like 1 meter or something, and you feel like you should hit them, but it doesn't hit them. So it can be frustrating. It's less frustrating, however, than any other finisher like assassin or executioner, which like dodge roll spammer, you know, when they get at 20%, they just dodge roll spam, and it's just not possible to execute them in any way. So following skill is gonna be deep thoughts. You could slot for open world. I mean, I'll do the open world later on, just keep with the ganking. This is just a sustain thing for Magicka, and it's a great way, you know, to reset. You just pop vigor, pop this, and just wait. And you know, a few ticks gives you like quite a lot of resources back and a lot of healing, and it gives you that nice 30% mitigation right here. 10% sorry, mitigation from major protection. So yeah, and then we have incapacitating strike. This is really good. It can boost all your damage by 20%, including your proc sets. That's a no-brainer on that for single target ganking. And if you want to start, you know, bombing, you can kind of bomb on this build. It is tougher since we're not running what's it called? Vicious Death. I just wish there was a Vicious Death for stamina. That would be great. Because it's just so good, you know, it's like a domino effect. You kill one person, then all the person around that person you killed become easier to kill. So yeah, so you want to swap for, if you want a bomb, you just swap Dawnbreaker of Smiting right here. You can kill like maybe 4 or 5 people at once with this. Just pop Frenzy, pop this, heavy attack, the knife goes out. Usually they'd be below 50% at that point. So all your knife will be doing that tick damage along with the tick of Dawnbreaker. So then you can just start spamming, you know, you can just start spamming Whirlwind Blades, Spin to Win, and just try to finish off targets before they start stunning you and all that. Alright, so back bar is gonna be Rally. This is a heal. And Leeching Strike, this is great for sneaking around, since you can replenish your stamina as you're sneaking around. So you don't get caught out of stealth with like 0 stamina. That's great. This is Shadow Eaters, guys, you know, stealth and shit. Race against time for crit damage increase and also snare removal to escape. And then this is a must-have as well, Shadow Image. If you're a ganker, you don't run this. I don't know what you're doing, because this is, yeah, you can get away out of any situation if you play smart with this. And then we have Temporal Guard for extra tankiness. And sometimes, you know, your shade doesn't pop because of the lag, or you forgot to put your shade down. You can just use this, you know, I would pop a shade, use this, go back, they'll follow you back, and then go back to your shade again. You just, you know, you can juke them out like this very easily. Alright, so now we're gonna get into the champion points. So I'm just gonna show you my slottable, since, you know, this depends on how, you know, wherever you are located depends on how many CPs you have, so it's all up to you. So for the CPs, so the grade tree is always the same pretty much. You have Rationer, Liquid Efficiency, Sustaining Shadow, Steed's Blessing. That's like on all builds. I'm pretty sure you have to run this no matter what. Then on the Warfare tree, you have Backstabber for 50% crit damage while flanking, great for mechanical acuity. Deadly Aim for single target ability damage, 10% extra damage. And Fighting Finesse for 10% extra crit damage for mechanical acuity. And then we have Master at Arms for 10% damage down for direct damage attack. So that includes your AoE as well, which is the Whirlwind Blade we are running gets affected by this, which is nice. Then we have our red tree. We have Juggernaut, 10% damage reduction while you are CC immune. It's great. Boundless Vitality for extra HP. As I said, I love running extra HP, and then it can afford you getting one shot as well while you're ganking. I like a DK crit, a crit Dragon Knight Lip. Those are nasty as hell. Then you have Rejuvenation for resource management, and we are running Peace of Mind right now, but I feel Slippery might be best. I've been toying with this. It is pretty good. It gives you a nice boost in recovery when you CC break. It's definitely a better option if you go Brawler Blade. This right here. For ganking, I would just go Slippery. Just auto CC break, boom, get out of there. Yeah, that's it for the stamina ganker build. I'm gonna leave you with some gameplay to watch. Have a good day. Bye.